Hey kids, let's play some Spelljammer. So it occurred to me that I could take the basic mechanics for the Fantasy OSR and I could make them into a science fiction version where I'm going to explore the galaxy in my ship. So the preface of this, I wrote a little paragraph here. You once had a home, now that's your ship. Your vessel is sound. You've not often been to the same place. Sometimes you must be told you're not a stranger. You own a space tugboat. Here's my Dreamboat Annie right here. And I will just follow along the wormhole routes. Now this is not era 10. Sorry, Mike. It will be sort of it may be era 2, right as the wormhole artifact is found, and all the cargo must be linked. You can see here that I'm wearing my ball cap, and I got my little space suit, and I got my my rotary phone, no, my flip phone, and I got myself a little machine pistol, and my ship is powered by flame, and I'll recharge that in every system I visit with gas giants. Obviously, some of the stuff is just going to be hand waved. It's not going to be pure space opera, although it's not going to be hardcore science fiction either. And I'm just going to follow the wormhole routes rather than gravity bending or going into some sort of jaunting ability. And my ship is protected by just ablative layers. And if I need to fight, I'm just going to throw space mines, and hope the person hits somewhere. Hope I can get away. And as it upgrades, I can get guided missiles or plasma barriers, and then again, this little grid at the bottom here. Here's my ship. My ship is basically just the 1-1 space. But as I find things, like if I find a load of radioactives, or if I get some flammables, or I might even find whole sections of older ships that are derelict or get attacked by something dangerous, then that will be the monsters. I may collect loot from all that. And I don't have the whole thing written. I've just got an outline here that I'm going to play and give it a try. Already 2 minutes in, I'm still doing exposition, but let me just get one more marker here to mark the fact. What's a nice color one? I think I use what do I use on here? Silvers, gold, yellows. Big dark coin. How about that big dark coin? A big dark coin shows me that that Russian face is going to be that banditeers. I'm in a section of the neighboring suns, and I'm heading toward banditeers. Let's try this. A 1-5, and I'm going to look over at my 1-5. So that's going to be a 1 is going to be extraction ops, and a 5 is going to be is spied. So it means your activities are noticed. Increase the fiend threat. Banditeers become aliens. So now the aliens are coming after me. And click it again. And a 43. A 43 means, I believe that's a battle stations. Yeah, it's not alarms. Battle stations in exchange. In exchange, suffer big little outlay with fiend-based safeguard of Astro Helm. Now, I don't have any sort of Astro Helm here significance, especially one that would work on aliens. I would need, some sort of a trip capability of 2 before I, that'd be the equivalent of like undead. And so I would just suffer my outlay here, and I've got a table for that I wrote. This is a little bit different than the OSR game, because the OSR game is totally focused on your hit points, which I'm going to play a Legionnaire here, 12 hit points. I need 3 XP to go up a level. Where the OSR fantasy game is totally you and the hit points you have and your abilities. Here you also have a ship, but that ship has 36 possible sections to it, and it could get blown to pieces. So I'm just going to roll big die, little die here, and they shot me in 14. Wow, that was a near miss. They almost blew me away. I'm hauling nothing, but the aliens are shooting, and they hit 1-4. Now I could roll the magnitude on that as well. I think magnitude is just a D4, and the big little magnitude of a 4 would mean it destroys the pod at the impact spot and damages all contents in adjacent hexes. I just remembered as I wrote this, if he had rolled another number, he might have destroyed everything in the red area, which means it would have taken 1-1 to 1-6, and that would have destroyed my little cargo hull, and this would have been a very big game. But this right here essentially became became slag, and all of the areas around it became slag. But I'm so small and insignificant, I don't get hit. But if I was trailing, you know, my radioactives that I found in one system and my flammables in another, all the stuff I want to buy or sell, I might be hauling colonists or space marines to a war. I might have military surplus that I'm going to sell. All that stuff that I may have looted could have, wow, look how small that got. Might have been looted, would have been, could have been destroyed by that first shot. Now, big little, let me go back to my my battle here of battle stations, and I rolled a, what was it? I rolled a 4? 1-4? No, that was up here 3. That 3 was the exchange. Suffer big little outlay with fiend-based safeguard of Astro Helm. Don't have it. Lose bio boost regardless. Boy, so I'm, in order to stay in this battle, I'm sucking on my bio boost. Cocaine all around, and no ace bio boost. I would suffer damage based on the trap hazard with safeguard of body armor, but I don't have a level 2 body armor, that exoskeleton either. I could use my luck here and change this to a raking attack and gain the fury, because I'm still in battle here. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply my luck. Instead of my robots, I'll apply my luck. And with that luck, I'll make this, instead of an exchange, a raking attack. I would still suffer magnitude 1, big little outlay. So I still got hit in 1-4, but it's only a single spot that got hit because I'm maneuvering here. And then I have a choice to break off and end this combat, or else I can continue with a fury bonus of +1, the first D6 momentarily locked at battle station. So yeah, I would continue with the +1. Let me roll again on this battle stations and fight back against this alien threat. And here comes my roll. I'm only rolling, this would be like if you were to the death, but there's 2 versions of 2 to death embedded in these tables. And here comes my 2. Now my 2 + 1. Now, is that a 2 + 1? That's just a 2 + 1. I don't think. Yeah, no. I keep my just like the other game. I keep the bonus from my luck. So I'm holding 2 fingers in front of me. Now, there is no penalty here. If the battle becomes 2 to death, if those aliens get aboard my ship and start hunting for me, my little tiny ship, then I would be -2 on the rolls. But because this is just, you know, fire across a whole solar system, the battle would take it would take weeks just for the mines to get to one another as we slowly maneuver around. I'm at +2. So I rolled a 2 + 2 is a 4. A 4 is another raking attack. Now I could run away again, or I could hit and take, or I could take my another bonus of the fury. I would stay in the battle at +3, but let me first roll that big little result, and that's a 36. Now his aim is even worse this time. 36 is over here. He plunked down, which is nowhere near my little car. Why is he even attacking me at this point? He shouldn't even just wait until I get hit something to steal? No, the alien mind is not to be understood in this case. And let me roll again on my battle. I'm +3. 3 + 3 is 6. 6 is going to be a overkill. It's not going to be a yield parlay, but it's going to be an overkill. Now the overkill is a little different than an overkill in skirmish. I'm not going to get loot from this. Overkill, suffer a magnitude 1, big little outlay with any fiend-based safeguard of propulsion, Astro Helm, or naval defenses. He's a fiend level of 2. I would need +2 defenses here. And once again, in case I take damage. And the way the damage would work on the cargo would be like rated at 3 die 6 worth of value. So for instance, this is radioactives, and it's $15 or $1,500 worth of cargo that I can sell. But if it gets hit and takes damage, it may drop, in this case by aliens, 2 dice, and it might, after it gets hit, it might only be worth 500. There may only be $500, not $1,500 left of it. And but I can use my star points or my solar array propulsion to reduce that number by 1 and by 2 and reduce the damage to my individual sections of my ship, or I can use the the exoskeleton or my my camouflage state. I can use those 2 and 2 and reduce the amount of hit points I take from any damage. But this is just level 1, so I would not have anything but zeros on this. But back to this, that 6 in overkill was suffer magnitude big and little. Let's see where he hits me. If I get a 1/1, he hit me right in the ship, and that's the end. Nope, he hit me in a 45. Now 45 would be right here, 45, and he would hit close at one time with the 1/4, but he's slowly getting farther away as probably as I'm doing radical maneuvers. And overlay safeguards of propulsion, astro helm, or naval defenses. This combat ends without plunder, and that's it. So that's all the demo I'm going to do of this. If I was actually in boarding action where the guys are right aboard my ship to battle to the death, it would look a lot like the fantasy game. You wouldn't worry about any of the ship aspects of what you're hitting. You're just trying to fight hit points versus winning the battle. And of course the loot, I can generate a loot here just quickly so you can get an idea of that. The generating loot, let me roll a d6 for loot, and I rolled a 6. Good roll. I gain my choice of an ace and refined chemicals. Plus roll for a tech find. So now you would see this. I'd be hauling refined chemicals, and I've got graphics for myself, and I'll put them in the game package, and the people will have to, make print copies, and then you can do it on cardstock and cut them out if you're playing this on the table, or you can just take the graphics right out of your game with a cut and paste and make your own little icons for the virtual roll, whether that's a Roll20 or my favorite here, Epic Table, just because I know it very well. And the refined chemicals. So I'm now hauling refined chemicals, and I might roll 3d6, and I've got $1,200 worth of refined chemicals. And again, I'm keeping all the numbers really low. You could call it 12 million, but why would you? Just call it $12, and you can keep track of it. I can even put some icons over here to show its value that I can whittle down, how much this is. A couple of 5s, 15. You can always round up. And the magic, or the tech find in this case, I roll a d6. And the d6 of the tech find would be a 6. I improved my ship arsenal if I had won that battle and collected pillage and plunder. And that ship arsenal, I can go down to the ship arsenal roll. Really need the hotkeys for this off of the PDF. Ship arsenal is going to be the strata, which is in this case neighboring sun is just a 1 plus a d6. I rolled that d6 and get a 6 and get a 7. Wow, that's really nice. And I just picked up a torpedo launch tube. That's really nice. I now have torpedo launch tubes +1. That would help me in my my battle stations. And those torpedo launch tubes, besides being +1, the roll of a 6 + 1 is a 7. Those would also be +2 versus aliens. So again, if I had won this battle with, instead of a roll back there that was like a 3, if I had done it with a 4 better, and getting a little rusty luck on my test here, I could have destroyed the alien craft and taken its own, by the plunder, taken its own missile batteries to help me out. Well, more later.